We can't pay you unless you complete the tax interview. If you don't complete it correctly, you could lose up to 30% of your earnings. So, what is it, where is it, and what common mistakes must you avoid when completing the tax interview? Hello, welcome to the Getty Images Creative channel. I'm Kelvin. If you enjoy these videos, please click like and subscribe. Firstly, none of the following is legal or financial advice. If you have any specific questions, you may need to consult a tax professional in your own country. All contributors in all countries must complete the tax interview. Failure to complete the tax interview will simply stop you from being paid. You can take the tax interview and update your tax info at any time. Please note that the information is typically only valid for 3 years. After 3 years, you may see a request that you complete the tax interview again. The tax interview is a secure and simple online process that allows contributors to complete US tax forms and potentially reduce the amount of US taxes deducted. The amount of reduction of US tax varies from person to person, depends on your country of tax residency, and if there's a treaty between that country and the US that reduces tax withholding. Let's walk through the tax interview for a typical non-US citizen. First, we go to the profile page in Account Management and click Tax Interview. The red banner and incomplete status indicate that you need to complete the tax interview. We click this button to begin. Once you've read this and understood it, click Continue. Next, you need to choose whether you are registering as an individual or a business of some type. Most contributors here will choose Individual. Fill in the boxes with your correct information and press Continue. Provide your full permanent address. Verify that it's correct and then click Continue. Next, consent that your electronic signature may be used to sign your tax interview. Please note that signing does not require you to use a digital pen or to actually handwrite a signature. If you'd like any tax documents emailing to you, consent to this second option too. For our example non-US citizen tax status, we will choose No. For beneficial owner type, if you chose Individual earlier, it will show Individual here. For our typical non-US citizen, the appropriate reply to this will be none of the above. Make sure your correct country of residence is selected on the Treaty Benefits page. Next, you need to provide a taxpayer identification number, or TIN for short. This article shows you the TIN that you can use for the most common countries. If you do not see your foreign TIN listed or have further questions, your government or its tax authorities should be able to provide you with your TIN for US tax treaty purposes. Or you may contact a local tax professional for further assistance. In this case, we know what our TIN is, so we will click Yes. Enter it in the bottom box and tick the other box to confirm that it's correct. The following page then tells us what withholding rate will be applied to our earnings. In this example, it's 0%. As our example contributor doesn't operate a business in the US, we select No here. The review page and the W8BEN form shows a summary of all the relevant info we've just entered. You may choose to print the page, though it's not necessary. We have already agreed that we will digitally sign the form, so we just check that all the info is correct and click Continue. Next, we confirm that all the info is correct and our example contributor ticks all of these boxes. Ensure that the name of the beneficial owner is correct and that the email address you provide here is exactly the same as the one on your account management profile page. Tick the box to certify you have the capacity to sign the form. Please note that, up to this point, nothing has been saved or sent to the IRS. If you were to navigate away from the page, you would need to start the interview again. Finally, click the button to submit your form. If the button is not active, please ensure that all the info you've provided is correct and that it matches all of that on your account profile. On the last screen, after clicking the Submit button, you'll see a message confirming that it's been received. Please note that you will not receive an email confirmation from us, but we will email you if we need to validate any of the information that you've provided. Remember, if you have any issues or questions about the tax interview, please check the community website articles and FAQs, or you can open a support ticket. If you found this useful, you should check out this video next. And if you shoot lifestyle but you're not yet an iStock or Getty Images Creative contributor, please click the Work With Us link in the description below to apply to join us and use the code provided. Thanks for watching.